Now we head tonight to the hallowed ground of memory and renewal right here in New York. The new World Trade Center piercing the New York skyline, and there at the base, the new September 11th Memorial Museum, where you walk into all the disbelief and horror, the time capsule of that day America will never forget. The museum opens tomorrow, but tonight a preview as ABC's David Muir takes us right inside with him. David.
Diane, good evening. And what you're looking at is the last column. It became, as you'll remember, such a symbol of the first responders who raced to the scene. And in the days and weeks that followed, the numbers sprayed onto the side of the column representing those who were lost.
As we walk down into the museum, the time there on the wall, 8:30 a.m. It was still a beautiful morning. Then everything changed. This was Good Morning America, shortly after the first plane hit.
There's been some sort of explosion at the World Trade Center in...
Obviously a major fire there. And
as you begin to descend 7 stories below ground, the first thing you hear, the voices.
On the day of September 11th, 2001.
Everyday Americans remembering where they were, their own words lighting up the walls here.
We were actually in a meeting when someone barged in and said,
"Oh my God, the plane has just crashed."
Minute by minute, it is all tracked on a map. Those flights, the moment they turn, when the hijackers take control. And as we walk through the museum, beside us right there, the survivor stairs.
Literally hundreds of people used this staircase as an escape route on 9/11 when the attacks were taking place. Running down these stairs to safety was a lifeline.
Those stairs weigh 58 tons, the entire museum built around them. And around the corner, we find Big Red, the fire truck, Ladder 3. So many remember their brave captain, Patty Brown.
I'm on the 35th floor, okay?
Okay.
Just relayed to the command post. We're trying to get up.
That captain and 10 of his men lost. There is the bike rack here, the bicycles still covered in dust. All of the planes remembered here. These are parts from Flight 77 pulled from the Pentagon. So was this clock, frozen at 9:37. A melted Rolodex, someone's phone. In one of the rooms we discover a watch. Found in the field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. It was Todd Beamer's, one of the heroes who took back that flight. On his watch, the date, the 11th. And there's Florence Jones, too, who barely escaped the South Tower. She took her shoes off to get out faster. She once told World News she had put them in a box under her bed. Now she's given her shoes to the museum. Howard Lutnick, who lost his brother and more than 650 employees at Cantor Fitzgerald, the only reason he wasn't there, it was his son's first day of kindergarten.
So my wife and I took that first picture right outside of his school. His hair's a little wet behind the ears. He's got his little backpack on.
His son, now graduating high school. And inside here, you'll find other messages of hope. The NASA commander who saw it and listened to what he said.
I know it's very difficult for everybody in America right now. The country still looks good, and for New Yorkers, your city still looks great from up here.
Diane, it's simply stunning what they've been able to preserve here in the museum. And what you're looking at behind me here is one of the original retaining walls around the entire World Trade Center site, around both of those towers. The president will be in this room tomorrow to honor the work that's been done on this museum, to honor the lives lost, and of course to mark the resiliency of this country so many years later. Diane.
All right, David Muir, thank you so much, David. And we want you to join us tomorrow for the dedication of the museum. ABC News will carry it live at 10:10 a.m. And we should mention that David took photos inside the museum, and you can see them on our website as a kind of tour just for you.